Hey guys, how are you going? Welcome back to the channel. Bit of a different video this time, as there will not actually be a Lego build feature. The reason for this is, last weekend I went out to the Lego Brick Fair at Camden, and whilst I'd realised it was my second, I sort of had included into the fact that I'd started the channel around that same time last year. So I came home, I checked it out, and sure enough, because I'm sure many of us have missed a birthday before, the channel has been going just over 12 months, which means Back to Bricks is officially just over 1 year old, which I found really cool. So I thought what would be really fun is to go through the last 12 months and just see how the builds are going, which ones I enjoyed, sort of put a top 3 out there, a bit of a review, as well as have a look at the next 12 months and what I'm hoping to achieve and the various builds and things that are coming up as well. I've got so many builds ready to go and plans and that, I thought it'd be really cool to actually put it down. And maybe in another 12 months, if I'm still going, I can come back and see what I've done and what I haven't. And hopefully I'm not going to get judged too harshly if I do miss out on some. So yeah, I thought it'd be a really cool video to do, and I hope everybody enjoys it. Cheers. So this was it. This was my first set. Now, just as a little bit of a background, I'd always built Lego as a kid, grown up building it. Over the years, I've sort of added a few sets here and there, but never really kept my attention. A lot of the open back stuff and that sort of stuff was cool, but it just sort of felt like it was catered to a younger market because obviously at the time it was. So about 12 months ago, I had an operation done on my sinuses, and so I had a fair bit of time off work and thought, you know what, I'm going to build another Lego set. I'm going to find something really cool, hopefully take me a bit of time, and that's what led me to this, the Lego Boutique Hotel. This was my first build vid. I did this just over a year ago, and it's what opened my mind to the possibilities. That's when I started looking at other videos. I started realizing that there were a lot more adults in there than I remembered. The Lego cities out there, that sort of stuff. And thought I really want to do this myself, and I think I'd really enjoy it. So yeah, this was my first vid. I remember being amazed by the detail, as I still am. It was the first time I built a big building and that sort of stuff that wasn't an open back building like a lot of the city sets are and were at the time. And just the Easter eggs, the minifigures, the stories, that sort of stuff. This is one of the ones where they've become a creator expert. So the information book and all that just had all these little details in it about that linked it to previous modulars. So this was the one that really started the whole thing. So yeah, again, I absolutely loved this one at the time, as I still do. I've obviously added lights to it since, which I think I put in a vid now. But yeah, it all was all on from here. So after that boutique hotel build, the Lego modular bookshop followed soon after. And then we had a little bit of a pause. So moved house, so everything obviously goes on a back burner. However, it enabled this Lego room. So obviously it's been featured in a few videos by now, and there might be a little bit more on it in a set because there have been a few changes again. But yeah, this is where things took a jump in videos. We had, very quickly, there was the police station build, followed up by the diner piece together, I think it was. Pieced that together from Rebrickle, which was a massive task, but so much, it was definitely worth it. Natural History Museum, we've had Assembly Square since. The world's biggest Lego model, which was the Lego World Map, which obviously used to sit around here somewhere up on the wall, till one night heard a big bang, next morning came in, found it all over the table. Still needs to be relocated actually. Ayrton Centre's McLaren was one of the builds. Tranquil Garden, and then more recently we've also had the bonsai tree, the Jimmy Castle, the ill-advised hunt for the goat herder, which I'm still recovering from. But yeah, just some of the builds I've done over the last 12 months, and there are at Orange Express. There's so many of them, and there's so many more still to come. But yeah, these builds are great, a great way to have started off the city, as well as to get a few downstairs into the main rooms as well and around the house. Absolutely love the last year of builds, and going through them has reminded me of how much fun I've had on them. So yeah, as I said, thought I'd bust out a little bit of a Lego room tour. There's a few changes. So we've still got the storage section over here. That hasn't changed a huge amount ever since the move. Then there was the video on the 4 Lego tables. Obviously I'm in the middle of sorting a whole bunch of bulk Lego that we've picked up. It's going to take a little while, but it's getting there. Decided to do one of the shadow boxes full of brick separators to finally be able to do something with them. Yeah, so we've just got a desk and then wardrobe full of sets that are going to be on the next few builds. Obviously, I've accumulated a little bit of a collection which need to be built. I've got plans for the vast majority of them. There's the Orient Express. And that'll be really cool to just go through and finish everything off. And then, because we're just past June, we've also got these. So these finally arrived in the mail today. Bought a few of the sets that came out in June 1. So we've got the double-decker sightseeing bus, the excavator. Got to have the Lego truck, right? As well as a free little water park set. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a quick Lego room tour. Little alien set they got at GWP. Yeah, so quick Lego tour, and yeah, I quite enjoy it. But yeah, as I've said, I was going to try and put a rating together of my favourite 3 sets of the last 12 months. Not going to lie, it was a lot harder than I expected to be. I sort of set it a little bit off the cuff and decided to make good on it, but here we go. So my number 3 favourite build that I've done last year, I tried to vary these a little bit as well if I could, but it is the boutique hotel. It's the one who started it all. Absolutely loved it. Obviously, I've talked about it in a few videos now. I've added the lights in. It's where everything came from. Honourable mention was Tranquil Garden. That was very close there, but I thought just because it was the start of everything, as I said, the boutique hotel just edged it. Number 2, I think, would be the Natural History Museum. It was my first big modular and really enjoyed the build of it. The bringing up other sets and that sort of stuff in it was great. The skeleton was awesome. The trees were awesome. I love building the statues out the front. My number 1 favourite build from the last 12 months is the Orient Express. Haven't been able to put power to it yet, and I haven't been able to get some traction in the city. But I love the colour. I love the detail. The printed bricks, everything about it was amazing. I had so much fun building that set. However, speaking into the future, there may be a set which is just about or has just going to take over that number 1 spot. But that'll be in a few videos' time. I've finally just finished it. That's something exciting to wait for. Just a few stats from the last 12 months as well while I'm at it. Did a few quick calculations. So been through 2 houses, which I thought was pretty cool to start with. In this particular house has been, I think, 2 Lego table setups. Started obviously a little bit smaller. I have done 9 recognised modulars, I think 3 full mocks off Rebrickable that I've found. The channel itself has been 19 videos and I think 3 shorts, which I'm hoping to lift both of those in the next little while. Yeah, many IKEA trips and many pick-a-brick wall huntings and buildings and stackings. But yeah, just a few stats, which I thought were really cool. So yeah, as I said at the start of the video, I thought I'd put together a little bit of a next 12 months planner, something to sort of look back on in 12 months time and see if I've ticked anything off. Hopefully not get marked too harshly for this one. So number 1 I have to do is continue building the city. I haven't done a very good job at actually having a city. I've got a lot of buildings and cars and that sort of stuff. But I sort of need to tie everything together. I'm really looking forward to the details, the trees, the fences, the people, all that sort of stuff. I've seen a lot of cities online and I'm really keen on doing that. Another big one is incorporating trains in the city. I had quite a few people ask me when they're coming. I've obviously built the Orient Express, which is my favourite build, but yeah, it's been a bit of a delay. And then part of the reason for that is because I'd love to tier the city, so sort of have it like a bit stepped up. It'll enable a smaller footprint like I have to sort of have a bigger train network as well as still have the almost full-size city in there as well. So that'd be really cool. Another one would be add some more retired modulars in. There's a place near work that sells them, and I think we'll be able to tick a few of them off in the next little while. That'd be really cool, just to add them in before they just disappear completely. Probably the last thing would be to maybe display somewhere. So I've been to a few conventions and that lately, and everyone seems to have a great time, and all the people looking at your own stuff, I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, that's a little bit of a wrap up of the last 12 months and what hopefully the next 12 months includes. Hope everybody's enjoyed watching this video and the last 12 months of the channel. And until next time, happy building, guys. Cheers.